going to share the Facebook with everybody, and we're ready to go. Sorry for the delay, guys. We're busy here at the office. You're getting to see a little behind the scenes Instagram as we get everything together here. It was like a rush. It shouldn't have been a rush, but we've been meetings already, right?
Yes.
Scroll all the way down here. My stomach is rumbling. You hear that?
I must be hungry.
I am hungry. All right, guys. 1 second. So
My computer connects to Wi-Fi sometime this century.
I don't have that email from you.
Oh, it's because I'm connected to the Mevo.
Oh, there it is. Never mind. There it is. Got it. Okay. Here we go. Editing this post, sharing it, or good to go. What? No. Posts. It's live from Mevo. All right. What can we say to the people on Instagram as we get ready here?
It's not letting me go on Facebook. Very weird.
Okay, what's going on here?
Restart this thing.
Your Facebook? Your computer?
My computer won't go on Facebook.
All right, guys.
It's still stuck on the last time I turned it on. Like the date. Everything.
I'm almost done. Sorry for the delay. All these people just sitting here waiting, watching us. So we are officially on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and
if you haven't drank a
Instagram
Screen
Live.
Monster, you haven't lived.
Is it that good?
It's very tasty. It's my new favorite.
Boom. Sharing everywhere. Customer group.
I scoured all of Boca trying to find it.
Really?
The Walgreens next to us finally stocked up on it. I bought all of them.
Guys, we are ready to rock and roll. By the way, if you guys are not part of the RadCon 1 customer group on Facebook, please go check it out. The customer group is free, and all you have to be is a former or a current customer of RadCon 1. And really cool place. We already have, 2,500 or so people on there?
A lot.
And a very busy group. So anyway, let's get the show started. So if you guys don't already know about the Readiness Report, and you may not, because Readiness Report is almost always exclusively on Saturday at noon.
So your wife, when you post this, was campaigning to change it.
To change it, of course she is. So Saturday at noon, we always do the show Eastern Standard Time, and we do this every Saturday, except for Saturdays that I'm out of town. And it just so happens last Saturday we had Asher's Play, and we had Eric's birthday party, so we weren't able to do last Saturday, even though we were in town. And then this Saturday coming up,
we're Saturday before we were in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Saturday before we were in Pittsburgh, so we missed a bunch, and I didn't want to miss this one, so I said, you know what, we're going to change it to Wednesday. Thinking that we weren't going to be that busy on Wednesday. Little did I know.
Here we are.
We are very, very busy today. It's been a crazy busy morning already, and we had a meeting. I had a meeting this morning. There's actually a meeting going on right now that I'm missing, and then we have a big phone call with GNC at 1:30, and then I have to go meet somebody outside the office, and then I have a 5:30 meeting back here. So it's very busy, and then tomorrow morning we leave. We're going to talk about all this. How the Readiness Report works for you new guys and girls out there is we have this list of news. That's segment number 1. We talk about the news, and that means all the things going on in the world of RadCon 1. Myself, Eduardo's personal life could even be included here. They're not this time. It could be about athletes. It could be about products.
Why not this time?
Because we don't have any news. We don't have any news. So you can start including your own personal news in here.
Personal news.
Yeah.
I have my Mortal Kombat 2 arcade.
Yeah, why is that not on the list?
It should be.
I mean, your bowel movements, you need to hear about
a lot of those.
The list is right here, and that is segment number 1. And segment number 2, we go to the previously asked questions. I believe there's a bunch of those, right?
Yeah, I'm looking.
And then in segment number 3, and then segment number 3, we go to you guys live, and we answer as many questions as much as we can, regardless of what they're about. We do our very best to answer all the questions in segment 3. That's my favorite segment.
This pen is too fancy for me.
It's too fancy for you?
Yeah, I'm too unrefined for this.
You literally can't write with it, can you? So that's how the show works, okay? And then right now what we're going to do is we're going to announce the past winner for the Facebook, for the sharing. And all you have to do to win, so for today we're giving away an MRE, a big MRE. It's the brand new fudge brownie. So there's 2 ways to win. If you're on Facebook, the easiest way and the only way to win for Facebook is to hit the share and the like button. By hitting the share and the like button, you're automatically entered to win the big fudge brownie, the brand new MRE fudge brownie. For Instagram, for you guys on Instagram, you guys just hang out till the end and we play a guessing game to win. And then finally on YouTube, if we're in the 30s on YouTube, then I'll do something for you guys as well. So the last 2 winners, because we didn't get to do this, of the Facebook giveaway, which is what I just had told you about, hitting the share and like button. Number 1 was Reed Housley. Reed Housley won $100 of supplements. ReidHalsey. Halsey. Reed Halsey. $100 gift certificate for you from like a month ago, right?
Yeah.
And then Bill Amerson. Bill Amerson won Green Beret, and that was the week before last. So those 2 guys, please email Eduardo@redcon1.com. Include a picture of your license. We have to know that you're actually the real person.
Please send me the flavor you want for the Green Beret and then the mailing info. So
and the mailing info. Yes, the mailing info. Send everything you can for the Green Beret. Bill, for Reed, all you need to do is send your ID, and we'll send you a coupon code that's worth $100 on the site of anything you want. So pretty damn cool.
What page did you put your previously asked questions?
I put it on all of them. Everyone on the tier operator one, I post a picture of this, of me on there, and then it said like of this show coming on, and then the other one I did that also on the customer group.
So tier operator.
It was like the picture of me doing this. I shared it onto the page. Yeah. Anyway, I'll keep going. Yeah, so it's definitely on there, 100%. There I am. Oh, but nobody even put it because I put it on a picture. Is that for today? Yeah. So maybe we won't have any previously asked questions. Then I included it with a picture. Maybe it get like low priority. So anyway, guys, let's go over the news for the week. Number 1, the Pittsburgh Pro. So every year we go to Jim Mannion's Pittsburgh Pro. This is Jim's show. It's run by Gary Udit, but it's actually Jim's show. Jim is the president of the IFBB Pro League and the creator and owner of the NPC. So he's a very important guy who's provided
a hell of a nice fellow.
Yes, he really is. I know a lot of people, for whatever reason, are kind of scared of him or intimidated. It's like me. A lot of people have told me that I'm intimidating, which is like mind-boggling. Eduardo told me I was very intimidating.
I thought you were intimidating when I first met me.
So a lot of people find me to be somehow intimidating. I think I'm extremely friendly and open. And I like
now you're less intimidating.
Well, you know me now.
No, back in the day when you had like the bigger head, like when your face was bigger and more puffy, you're scarier looking.
Well, there you go. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
So he gets a lot of the same thing than me. That a lot of people seem to be very nervous around.
They treat him like the Godfather.
Yeah, like the Godfather. When in reality, he is extremely nice, very friendly guy. And there's no reason to be afraid of him.
He loves some bodybuilding.
And he loves bodybuilding. That's really cool because, he is in his 70s and he still is passionate about bodybuilding as he was in the 1970s when he started, when he was competing and when he actually started the NPC in 1979, I think, or 1980.
No previously asked questions.
No previously asked questions. All right, so that's very crazy. So anyway, we went to the Pittsburgh Pro. It was a great event. We had a good time there. We had an opportunity to go to the bakery barn while we were there, see my friend Sean Parrish, and to talk about new products, product development. We have some new cool stuff in the works in terms of flavors for the BAR.
Dariel worked the line for
Dariel got to work the line, yeah, like Lucy, right?
Yeah, she wanted to relive that Lucy scene. Yeah.
So that was cool.
I heard you were getting a credit on an invoice for that because she worked so hard.
Yeah, I don't think
she killed it.
Yeah, I don't think so. But that was great, and the Pittsburgh Pro is great. I go to Pittsburgh way too often. That's one of the places that we get.
They know us at the hotel there.
Yeah, for GNC and then obviously the bakery barn and the gym show. We went to last year. I've been to GNC at least 6 or 7 times.
Yeah, you've been to Pittsburgh.
Been to Pittsburgh
entirely too much. Anybody should ever go to Pittsburgh.
So this weekend we have a very exciting few things coming up. A bunch of exciting things coming up this weekend. So tomorrow I leave in the morning. Eduardo, myself, Eric Hart, Zach. And that's it. Are heading to North Carolina. So we are going to North Carolina to visit the Europa headquarters. And we are officially, this has been happening for a while. So I'm friends with Eric Hillman, Big E, him and Jeff Compton are the owners of Europa. And I'm friendly with Jeff. We're cool too. But I've been friends with Eric for forever and ever, right? So he and I have been have been really close, and we ended up selling him or allowing them to sell the drinks in the bars, and the drinks in the bars, meaning the BAR, the Emery bar, and also the RTD. So we started selling them to him a few months ago, because the truth is, with the drinks especially, we need help. They're heavy, right? It's something that's expensive to ship, and we need to get those out there. And so we needed help with distribution. Of course, one of the big things for Europa is Europa also has the ability to get in a lot of doors that we're not in. So right now we're in basically almost all of the big accounts for sports supplements in the specialty category, but we're missing a ton in, the rest. And they were able to help us get into HEB and also Academy Sports, and soon Dick's and a whole bunch of others. There's a long list of ones that they've helped us get into. And so we decided, after Eric pestering me, say, come on, let's do it. He aired me. After a while, he made me, I decided to give in, and Europa is now officially carrying all of the powder products. So all of the little mom and pop gyms that they are in, because they have 8,000 doors that we're not in. So they're going to be allowing a lot of people to get Red Cone products that wouldn't have got it otherwise, because they don't meet our minimum order, or because we issues with shipping or whatever, right? So that we are going to be in a lot more places as a result. So what we're doing now is myself, Eric, and Zach. Zach is the Europa only rep, so his whole job is Europa. So they're going to be introduced to Zach, and some of you might know Zach because he was our top call center guy, our top frontline guy. So he's moving up in the chain of command, so to say. And so I and Eric are going to do a presentation for their 60 salespeople, talk about the products, talk about the brand. I'm going to try to keep it entertaining, because I know those guys up there have done this a million times with a million boring brands. So my plan is to tell the story of Redcon 1, talk about Zach and how important we think it is that Zach is strictly Redcon 1, right? I mean, they're strictly Europa, and then ask questions. So whatever questions they have, and we're going to live sample a bunch of the products. The Emery Light, we should make sure that all this is either on the way there or we bring it with us. And the bar and the RTD, and give everybody a chance to try the products, the sales guys, the 60 sales guys, because those 60 sales guys are the ones that are really going to make the difference. Offering the products is one thing, and the demand we've driven for Redcon 1 is another thing, but we need those guys to be on board. So we're going to be talking to them and answering all questions, and I'm going to try to keep it entertaining. So we go from there. Tomorrow morning, we do our presentation and meet with everybody at 11.
Yeah.
And then we leave. Yeah, that afternoon we leave to New Jersey, and we're going to be staying in Hoboken. Yeah, like we usually do. And then the following morning, on Friday morning, we have a presentation and a big meeting with Vitamin Shop. Secaucus, with all the top guys at Vitamin Shop. They've had a lot of movement of people and positions for Vitamin Shop. So some of our people that we built relationships are gone now. And we have new people in. So we have to meet these new people, and we have to talk about how the rest of the year is going to go. Vitamin Shop has been doing great with Redcon. I mean, I would think that we're their number one sports brand, or at least right around there. So we're bringing in a lot of proteins into Vitamin Shop next, and hopefully taking some of that category away from people that are more established, that have been there forever and ever. So that's all happening. And then next we go to New York Pro. The following day is in New York.
Drive to
White Plains, and we'll be at the New York Pro. I will be at the New York Pro. If you're going to be there, please come up and say hi. I'm not intimidating, or I'll try not to be anyway. And we're going to see that show and hang out at the booth.
Just don't look
giving away products.
Don't look him in the eye.
Yeah, don't look in the eye. So that's a lot of exciting stuff.
Dave and Zach, the Heathens.
Dave and Zach will be working, and of course George the Bull. Right, we'll be there. And,
your boy,
yeah, and
Trump liver over here.
Yeah, and of course Eduardo, yes, he'll be there too. The new MRE flavor of Fudge Brownie. Fudge Brownie is officially here and officially out. It is on the site and available to purchase right now. Fudge Brownie is, in my opinion, the new number one flavor for the big MRE. And a lot of people said, well, when will it be for the MRE Light? It will eventually be for Emery Light, but the next Emery Light flavor has already been decided and is being made right now, and that is s'mores. S'mores and peanut butter cookie are the two next flavors for Emery Light, and the Emery Bar next flavor is also s'mores. So
very good.
And the Emery Bar will be here early next month. Unfortunately not in time for the.
What about the BAR? The Cocoa Crispy.
Cocoa Crispy will be here also
next
month, early next month. So 100% in June, you'll have the two new flavors of the bars. This month, though, you're gonna have the 2 new flavors of the Emery Light coming up very soon.
I'm excited for that Cocoa Krispies flavor.
Yeah,
That's
me
my
too.
favorite BAR flavor ever.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Now, the next big thing, the news, is 11 Bravo, which is our next natural anabolic product. It's a tablet product, and we are expecting it to be here this month. We haven't really hyped it too much yet. I haven't told you the ingredients. I haven't posted the studies or really went into it a whole lot. And the reason for that is because I want to make sure that it comes, that we have a few weeks of hyping it up and telling you guys about it before it arrives. I don't want to do it too early. So I'm going to reach out to our manufacturer today and see where we're at with that. And I'll let you know.
That's exciting.
I'll let you know. So that's going to be
stack that with the Halo and Mobe.
Yep.
Get yoked.
For sure. So Hackney, probably a lot of you guys haven't heard of Hackney.
I
hadn't heard of Hackney either, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Hackney is a distributor just like Europa, but it's specifically for grocery stores and convenience. So convenience stores like 7-Elevens and stuff like that. And they actually sell to 20,000 different accounts. And they're big. They're really big. And so they just officially brought on Redcon 1 on the bars. The bars, Emery Bar and the BAR. Not the drinks yet, just those 2. And so who we will get into, what gas stations you're going to see the bars in, where else we could potentially be, I don't even know. I don't even know.
20,000 is a lot.
20,000 is a lot. So we're going to be.
They don't do airports, do they?
No, they don't do airports. But Eric Goldman does have an account that does airports, and they do some interesting stuff. I forget the other ones that they do. It was airports and then something else weird, gift shops or something. Oh, hospital gift shops.
Oh,
hospital gift shops. They distribute to hospital gift shops. I thought that was cool and weird, right? But that's the kind of stuff we need. If you want to be the biggest company, biggest sports brand in the world, you have to be everywhere. You have to be everywhere. So when you go to the hospital to visit your grandma, who's going to be fine, don't worry, she's going to be fine. But when you go in there and you're getting her flowers, I want you guys to see the Emery Bar there and
get her one.
And when we do that, so the reason why I'm so interested in the airports, right, is because I've flown so much for business. It's like my whole adult life, it seems like I've been flying constantly. And I always go to the airport and I see those damn Quest bars, right? Mm-hmm. And I always think, man, one day I'd love to have something there, that feels like it would mean a lot to go into the little airport. What are the ones called? The big ones in airports?
The Hudson News.
Hudson News is big, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny, quick story. When I was 21, I worked at a place called Spectrum Fitness in Louisiana, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Denham Springs is the one that I worked at in Louisiana. And I trained a family there, the Quirk family. I trained the 3 sons and the dad. And, I worked in this gym, and I was a pretty damn good trainer. This was before my life started getting really rough, but when I was really fell off the tracks. So I had this point in time where I was doing pretty good, and I was working in there, and had a big group of friends. That's where I met Joey and his brother Sonny, and a lot of other people, Brandon, and I was there. It's a cool place to live. I had a girlfriend for the time I was there, a steady girlfriend, and this gym, the Spectrum Denham Springs, this is where I was at all day, every day for a few years. And obviously I moved on from there and I left. This was the place I was at for 9/11. I remember watching the screens and seeing the planes hit the buildings and being like, what the fuck? And all that. So I remember this place really well. So today, one of the Quirk sons who still lives there, the oldest one, sent me a picture. He walked into Spectrum, and what is in the cooler? Total War.
That's cool.
Total War. And he was like, damn, you're in Spectrum. I was like, I didn't even know I was in Spectrum.
Came full circle.
So my products, the Redcon 1, Total War, RTD was in the gym that I worked at. And people are seeing that. I thought that was really, really cool, right?
Is this the one where the trainer that had the Porsche?
No, that was later on. That's in Houston, Texas. That was after I had terrible times in my life, and that was on the way out of the terrible times of my life.
Tell that guy, like, fuck your
Porsche. He contacted me too. He's contacted me on Facebook. Nice guy, yeah. So that's the Hackney thing. I'm excited to see where that leads, because I don't know all the places even going to be. So it's pretty awesome.
It's nice to unexpectedly run into shit.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. It's like when we see somebody wearing a Redcon shirt on the street somewhere. Just like, I get all excited. Like I was in last time we were in the Bahamas, we saw somebody walking around wearing a Redcon shirt. The thing I get the most now, everybody who comes to the house to deliver food, all the delivery dudes, guys and stuff, they're always like, "Oh, Mr. Redcon." Mr. Redcon is the thing I get. Yeah, what a fucking cool thing, Mr. Redcon. At the beach club, everybody at the beach club. They all
Half the valet guys are tour operators.
Really, really neat.
Yeah. They organize meet.
Yeah. So Johnny Harris is here. You guys may or may not know who Johnny Harris is yet, but you will very soon. Johnny Harris is one of our athletes, newer athletes, and he's certainly the strongest athlete.
Freakishly strong, man.
Freakishly strong. He benched 675 totally raw. No wraps, nothing. Totally raw with a fucking tank top.
Yeah.
Now,
scary.
Supposedly, he is either today or tomorrow going to be doing 655 with a pause at the Dragon's Lair, which is extremely, totally crazy. Can you imagine 655 with a pause? Yeah.
Can't imagine 65 at all.
No. So like, I mean, I remember the Dallas did 585 he did 495?
495.
495 for what? 8, I think.
Yeah.
Right? That was his best setup, 7 or 8.
Yep.
So Johnny can do 585 for 7 or 8.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. A whole nother plate on each side. He is absolutely crazy. Now he's not strong in all the lifts. He's very strong in all the lifts. He's not freakishly strong in all the lifts.
Yeah.
He did 585 on incline for reps, which is super crazy. But anything pressing, he's ridiculous. Now he's getting stronger on deadlifts. I saw him do 8 plates.
Brian Shaw's the strongest.
Brian Shaw is definitely stronger, but it's a much different kind of strength. You know what I mean? This guy is a specific kind of strength, but he's big. And you saw him walking around. He's big.
Yeah, he was much bigger than I thought.
Yeah, he's much bigger.
I've seen the videos, and then he came in. I was like, oh,
no, he's big.
He's a big man.
He's definitely big. So you'll be seeing a bunch of new content from him. Get ready to know him because he's going to be everywhere. Maddie Forberg, what's up? Oh yeah, Maddie Forberg is in town, and she's in town permanently.
Yeah,
her and Flex's little brother, Lukey Lou, are an item.
So
she moved down here and is actually going to be working full time at the office, handling a lot of the tier operator program, working with Ben and Skylar. She's going to be kind of the face of the tier operator program now coming in, which is going to be awesome. So a lot of the tier operators are going to be very excited to have Maddie on board. Maddie's going to be doing a lot of video stuff with us, and she's going to be helping a lot of the, in-office stuff. So she's going to be not just an athlete, but also a full-time Redcon 1 employee here at the headquarters in Boca Raton, Florida. Pretty damn cool, right?
Very cool.
I know everybody's going to be very excited. She's very popular. The girls love her, guys love her, and has
the
a great.
brewery next door loves her.
She likes to drink beers. Yeah. She is a very, very likable personality. So it's
very bubbly.
Yeah, very bubbly. So I'm sure she's going to do great here, and I have no doubt that everybody here in the office. Yeah, they're going to like her. Everybody's going to like
her.
Good
energy.
Right now here at the office, we have HubSpot in town. So I need to spend some time with this guy. The HubSpot guy. I don't know. I'm figuring find some time. I got to find some time to talk to him. So HubSpot is our marketing tool. We use HubSpot for, probably you guys have heard of HubSpot, or at least some of you have. HubSpot is one of the tools we use for marketing, a lot for email marketing. We use it for customer service. We have the Sales Hub, which is gone. We're actually getting rid of that. And we've been using it for a little while, but we came to find out that we have not been using it fully. And HubSpot was nice enough to send somebody down here to show us the ins and outs to become more proficient at using HubSpot and all the things they can offer. I think that they're doing that, and they did that because we bought NetSuite, right? That's my thing. So NetSuite is like this comprehensive, incredible tool it's like enterprise size,
fully all-encompassing service.
It's expensive. It's from Oracle, and it's over $100,000. And we decided to bite the bullet and move up to this. This also does inventory management. It does forecasting. It connects directly to your QuickBooks and your accounting and your inventory and Shopify and everything. So in one place, we can get every single fact. It also has a CRM for customer relations stuff, everything, all done in one place. So I think that those guys, HubSpot, found out about that. And they said, oh, we better get in there to at least keep the marketing portion, because a lot of people who do HubSpot or NetSuite still use HubSpot for some of the marketing stuff. So I think they thought they were going to lose us. So they sent this dude in. And I can't wait to sit down and talk to him. I'm excited that he's teaching everybody everything, because there's a lot available through this software that we're not doing. So we have no previously asked questions at all.
None.
Wow, that's weird. All right, guys. So
they said, we don't like to ask questions on Wednesdays, only Saturdays.
Yeah, probably so. I mean, Saturdays are better days for this. Right?
Good days for questions.
So anyway, guys, with all that said, I am going to move on to the questions to segment number 3. Let me remind everybody, hit the share and the like button on Facebook. By hitting the share and the like button, you're automatically entered to win the fudge brownie. You guys on Instagram, hang out till the end. We're going to do a guessing game on YouTube. You guys need to have over 30 people on there for me to do it. So let's get on with the questions. If you've asked a previously asked question, I apologize, but I wasn't paying attention. I had to focus on what I'm saying, but now I'm watching, and so is Eduardo. And any questions that you've asked in the past that were ignored, bring them back now, and I'll be happy to answer.
What's the word on the fade out restock with the new formula?
Fade out restock should be by the end of the month. Here's some restock information before I even go into any questions. I see the questions lining up on here. So Tango, Foxtrot, GI Juice, Medkit are all going to be back next week. I would say midweek, hopefully early in the week, but definitely they'll all be back next week. Fade out by the end of the week, and then a whole bunch of flavors of other stuff that are missing next week, and certainly by then.
Somebody said Aaron was intimidating in high school.
Yeah, wow, that's interesting. I ordered Total War, but the only thing I'm concerned about is Ampi-Blast. Is it banned by WADA? No. So in fact, no products that we have are banned by WADA. We don't have any ingredients that are questionable or gray market. Every single thing is cool for a drug-tested athlete, Olympic-tested athlete, a high school athlete, or if you're in the military, all that is good to go. You're a cop, you get drug tested, you're fine. When would summer apparel be dropping? I believe Monique said June 25th.
Yeah, like end of June.
June 25th, the new apparel release. I know a lot of people have been asking about the new apparel release. There will be tank tops. There will be stringers. There will be girl crop tops and girl everything. There will be sleeveless hoodies. That's the thing that everybody's been wanting. Sleeveless hoodies. Yes, correct. They will be there.
They're back.
New merchandise soon. One other thing about merchandise, Holy Monster, we have the limited apparel, which start at the end of the week, end of the month, right?
No, the photo shoot's at the end of the month.
So what day was this?
So
the first.
It'll be beginning of next month.
So what are we doing on a Friday or something? Did we say no? We're doing it on Wednesday.
Yeah, I think it was a Wednesday.
So guys, for you guys who don't know, Redcon Unlimited is apparel that is releasing once a week. One day every week, we're going to drop one thing, potentially two, but most times one thing that is extremely unique and extremely limited. They will be numbered 1 to 100, right? 1 to something. And you'll notice they're different because each one of them is going to have a tag at the bottom, a sewn-in tag, basically showing that it is limited. And they're very, very limited. They will go very, very fast. And it's going to be happening once a week starting next month. And we'll be announcing, I believe it's going to be Wednesday at noon. And once they're gone, they will never, ever be back. Extremely limited.
What about shakers?
Shakers. Shakers, we have tons of shakers on the way. We literally have tons. They're 2 whole containers full of I think we have 80,000 shakers on the way. Sweet. From Canada. So those should be here, I believe, also in June. Okay. They've been ordered a while ago now. 3 things that you look for to become a sponsored athlete. So there's 2 ways to become a sponsored athlete. Way number 1 is through the Tier Operator program. Go to tieroperator.com and apply today. That is one way to become an athlete, move up the ranks and become an athlete. It's also a way to become a full-time employee here. Tina, who just had her baby, congratulations. Her daughter came from the Tier Operator program and now runs a whole department, the customer service department. We have had many, many, many people come from as a Tier Operator into a full-time job, and there will be many more. Also, we have had just last year, we had 3 people at the last Readiness Riot become full-on athletes.
Shu was a Tier Operator.
Shu is a Tier Operator. He runs a department. So there's a lot of people. That is the first way. Become a Tier Operator and kick ass. Do way more than is required and make an impression, and don't be afraid to reach out and like tell us, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, right? And then number 2 is the 3 typical ways I would look for somebody. A very large social media following. The larger the following, the better chance you have with great engagement. Number 2 of the 3 ways, you need to have done something incredible with your life, something extraordinary. So, for example, if you won the Olympia, if you won a pro show, if you are a track athlete who got a gold medal, if you got if you're a military person, you won the Medal of Honor, whatever. These something big that you've accomplished, even if you don't have a following, could certainly get you sponsorship. And then finally, number 3, and the most important thing, because number 1 and number 2 don't matter unless you're a good person. So we have to like you have to fit in with the brand, and we have to think you're a good person. If you don't have the good person part, it doesn't matter how good your following is. So there you go. Stringers, yes, stringers will be coming. Stringers with a skull on it? Maybe so. It's definitely possible. When is the anabolic coming? I'm hoping by the end of the month, and I'm going to make a note to call Brandon about that. Redcon One flag, so I can display it in my store. Frank James, hit up sales@redcon1.com. We are happy to send you one of the big flags for your store. And Frank, actually, do me a favor and put in there, do we have any wood flags left? Because we have smaller versions of these wood flags. I bought 100 of them. I don't think I've given out.
There's some in, I think they were at wholesale.
How many did you say?
They were like against the wall, so I don't know.
All right, so send me that, Frank, and I'll see, because your GNC is killing it, so I'd be happy to send you something special. The full next Readiness trials. The next Readiness trials is probably about 2 months away. I would like to do it sometime like at the end of the summer, and it will be another really big one. So get ready for that. The military trials, by the way, the last day I believe was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So the military trials for $10,000 starts very soon, if it hasn't already started, right?
I don't know.
The applications are done. I know that. What's the difference between Halo and the upcoming 11 Bravo? 11 Bravo, the new anabolic product, works in a totally different pathway than Halo, which will be discussed very, very soon. Juicy Fruit. When we that's the name.
Just funny to say.
That will be discussed in detail. But they work through a different pathway and they stack very well together. Will there be a line for new Total War flavors dropping at all? I fucking love those things. Yes, we have a lot of new Total War flavors coming. We've approved a ton of them. I have to ask Eric where we are with the new flavors, but yes, there is going to be a ton. And yes, we are doing the flavor of the month again. I mean, we have some really exciting, unique flavors. Like for 4th of July, we have something really cool coming. I believe we got some other cool stuff. Like anyway, I'm not going to give it all away, but we definitely do have a lot. Apparel refresh for the UK store. Good news, right?
Yep, it was already should have been shipped out already because they have the boxes already.
Yep. So you guys are getting
a few of the items. Yeah.
How many is a few?
It's like 5.
Okay, 5. 5. Well, you want to see if it works or whatever?
I'm dipping my toe in the water.
All right. So 5 of the new apparel release will be coming to the UK EU site. If you haven't been there and you live in the UK or the EU, go to uk.redcon1.com and go check it out today. That site is finally picking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. I think
I get all the receipts.
Yeah. I think they had a day, they had a $5,000 day, right? Or more than that even.
Yeah, I think when we did the deal, it went over 5.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah. Pretty good. Starting to pick up a little bit. Will there be more products with stevia other than Green Beret? We are interested in making a Total War natural. A natty Total War is what we were calling it. I need to write that down too, to ask Brandon about that. We need to ask him, get another. So the first samples they sent were horrendous bad. So we need to try again. It's funny when they send, sometimes when we get samples from the flavor house, it's like they must just not even try it. Because why would you even send a flavor that tastes like ass, like terrible, like undrinkable? So like you would think they would be like, oh, don't send that to him. But they must not even try it, right? Thank you, Aaron. Looked everywhere. Awesome, very good. You're safe. You're good to go. Got stuff for big guys. Yeah, we're ordering 4X now. We're doing 4X now. Will you be home by Sunday at 9 p.m.? Yes, Dana. My little sister Dana is asking about Game of Thrones. Yes, of course. I would not miss the last episode of Game of Thrones. Don't be ridiculous. I should talk about Game of Thrones a little bit. I feel like it's been time. Anybody, tell me if you want to hear me talk about Game of Thrones. I'm going to give, if you guys want to hear some Game of Thrones stuff, I'll let you know. I'll do a little bit. Best dose for Halo. For a man, I'm suggesting 3 capsules a day. For a woman, all you need is 1. You can certainly get away with 2 a day, but I prefer myself. I'll take 1 in the morning, 1 midday, and then 1 at night before bed. A lot of hellos. How's your day? My day is good. How's your day? A very busy day. First responder apparel. We're working on some stuff like that. I would love to do something for like something big, for a specific day, like a blue line kind of day or something. We're working on something like that. What's the best supplement for muscle growth? So right now we have 3 until 11 Bravo comes out that I would recommend you take together. Boomstick, Moab, and Halo together is the ultimate anabolic stack. Can't get any better than that. If I get a tattoo, can I have a wooden flag? You know what? I don't want to. Somebody did get a tattoo, the first Redcon One tattoo. And I'm at a loss for his name right now, but he got it right here on the inside of his arm, a big Redcon One
shield
tattoo.
Shield.
And you know what? I was tempted to post it. I still am tempted to post it, but I don't want to make people think that I don't want to influence people to do it. If you want to get a red cone tattoo, that's incredibly flattering and amazing, and I love it. But I don't want to influence people to do it because I don't have any tattoos. So, and I'm not getting a red cone tattoo. So it feels weird and disingenuous to be like, get a red cone tattoo. I'm definitely not doing it.
Yeah.
So that's the reason. But if I was gonna get a tattoo, that would be the first tattoo I would get.
Where would you get it?
If I was gonna get it,
Chest?
not right here.
Face?
No. Where would I get a red cone tattoo? If I were gonna get it, maybe my shoulder.
Tramp stamp?
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe my shoulder, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't want it anywhere. Maybe like under my sock, my ankle.
Under your sock.
Shit, these aren't on Saturday morning anymore? No, Shauna, they are. Don't worry, they are on Saturday morning. Don't be nervous.
No.
This is just a one-off.
Do not fret.
This is just a one-off.
New
New anabolic.
two jobs in the Army.
Yes.
11 Bravo and everyone else.
New anabolic good for women as well to stack with Halo. Yes, the new anabolic would be good for women. It's totally okay if you're a woman. Should I mix Total War with Red Bull? I would not suggest it. Does Moab work? Hell yeah, Moab works. People love it. Just go read the reviews or talk to Eduardo.
Yeah, I love Moab.
Will Alpha get access to the limited edition apparel first? The answer to that is yes. So the limited apparel is extremely limited. So what we will do more than likely is if we release at noon, the Alpha team will have the ability to order at 11 to noon. 1 hour is more than enough. I don't want everybody on the Alpha team to buy every single one of the products because you guys could literally all sell the whole thing out before it even gets released. So I want to give you an hour, and hopefully that's enough time to get in there and get it if you really want it. Any new flavors of the cereal bar? Yes, we talked about that earlier. Yes, we have Cocoa Krispies coming next. Oh, there's a lot of people for Game of Thrones. All right. So here's my thing with Game of Thrones.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, it is a spoiler alert. So
You
if you haven't seen the last episode, the most recent episode, I won't even go into that as much. I mean, I will, but I won't go like into incredible detail. And anyway, to be honest, if you're far behind, you're not going to remember anyway. By the time I never remember, I see a spoiler for something, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I saw it, and then I forget it completely because there's nothing like I'm not going to give you anything that's going to be as memorable. Like for the episode before last, anyway, there was something super memorable that was happening with the Night King and all that. That if I told you that, I would have ruined the whole thing if I gave you that thing. But anyway, so this is my opinion on Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is still entertaining, and I still love it, and I'm looking forward to it. But it officially, in my mind, is no longer the same Game of Thrones as I loved for the last freaking 20 years almost. So I started reading the books when I was a kid. When the first book came out, I went to Barnes and Noble, and I was a teenager, I believe. And I don't remember how old I was, but I remember the guy there because I went and looked at sci-fi and fantasy, which I'm not usually a big reader. I love the Dune series. That's one that I love, all the Dune ones, even the new ones with the son, Brian. But I'm not a big sci-fi guy generally. So I walked in there, and I don't know what to look for. And I asked the guy in Barnes & Noble, what's the best sci-fi or fantasy book you guys have? What's your favorite? And he brought me right to George R. R. Martin's first book about Game of Thrones. And he said, this is the best fantasy book of all time. I said, this is the best one ever? And he goes, yes, the best ever. And so I read it, and I fell in love with them, and I waited to the next one, the next one, the next one. I've read them all many times. And George R. R. Martin has a very distinct style. The way he, not just his dialogue, because his dialogue is very distinct too, the way that the characters talk and interact, and how detail-oriented he is on character development, but how his stories work. Like I can read a chapter of a book, and if it's written by George R. R. Martin, I can tell you it's written by him. And so last season, I started feeling a lot of this didn't fit with his style of writing, how the events were transpiring didn't feel authentic to me anymore. Like, for example, everybody converging at the north together, where everybody, all of Jon Snow and everybody runs into all this group of everybody, right? The Hound and everybody, right? They all meet up, and they happen to be in prison, and they all go together, heading out. John, the bastard, Robert Baratheon's bastard, they're all together, right? And they're walking out in the snow, and they're having this like conversation, and it seemed so like inauthentic, where it's like George R. R. Martin just wouldn't write that. He just wouldn't write it like that. And then like most recently, when they're all sitting around the fire drinking their mead and like having this like last conversation, he wouldn't do that. It's just not him. It's just not how it all he doesn't have these huge coincidences where everybody's together and having a conversation and just tying things up. It just doesn't work like that.
It's also like how like people get from like travel very long distances and like one scene to another.
Yeah.
Like the guy like just traveled like to a whole other area.
Yeah, the country, it's a big country. How is it, one scene they're there and he's there, and the next scene the other guy is all the way back over there. It just doesn't make any sense. But saying all of that, I have now given up hope that this show, the last episode, is going to be anything but what you'd expect, because I mean, he's not writing it. Like, so there was a big theory that didn't happen, so I'm not spoiling it for anybody. By the way, we lost 20 people when I started talking about this.
Yeah.
They're like, no. So there's this scene. Where was I going with this? I forgot what I was thinking about, the 20 people that dropped off.
You were talking about how like you've lost all hope.
Oh yeah. So everybody was talking about this theory about that there are other dragons, that when her dragon was been gone for a while, the last surviving one, that it's been sick and it hasn't been eating. Drogo was what's his name? Dragon's name? Drogon, that's it. Drogon was gone for a while and then he came back, right? That he was laying eggs, that maybe he wasn't a he at all, that he was a she. And in the book, there's a lot about dragons, like they're not necessarily having a sex, that it could be a man, woman, whatever dragon, either way.
Gender neutral.
Yeah, gender neutral. Yes. Don't trigger anybody. You're right. So I thought that actually kind of makes sense. And I was hoping there would be something really dramatic and unexpected like that, like the Red Wedding and all these other bigger events where even the beginning, in the first series, when Ned Stark's head was, everybody, like, people were literally calling me and be like, the show's over?
Yeah.
I remember that first episode, Michael Liberatore knew that I haven't talked to him in forever, but he knew I was so into Game of Thrones, and he hit me up and he goes, wait a second, that's it? And I'm like, no, there's a whole other episode. And no, that's not it. That's what I loved about the show and the books, is that you really can't predict what's going to happen next, who's going to live to the end, what is going to happen, right? Well, now we have lost that totally, because I don't think these guys, D.B. Weiss and these two creators of the show, they're willing to do anything too dramatic or too different, because they don't want to go off the track too much. Yeah. So what I think is going to happen now is we're going to see what you would think is going to happen.
So like a typical Hollywood movie.
There you go.
Predictable.
There you go. That's enough. What are you going to do? Free gym bags again? I don't know. I mean, we never really know. We don't plan enough ahead, and I wouldn't tell you anyway.
Sure,
to be honest. Are there any products that you would recommend taking if you're pregnant? This is definitely a Darielle question, but I can tell you this. First off, you should ask your doctor, because I don't want to give you a suggestion, but I can tell you what Darielle took. Darielle took protein powder. She took the Grunt EAAs. She took Breach, which is their BCA with hydration. And that's it. In the bars. Yeah, in the bars. So you can have, or she could have, you have to ask your doctor for you, MRE Light, MRE, Ration, Isotope, Breach, and the EAAs, which is Grunt, and then all the bars. So that would be all okay. Nice body language, bro. Thank you. I don't really know what that means, but thank you.
It's your hands.
Oh, good. Do y'all have any products for joints? Yes, we do. It's called Foxtrot. It is out of stock right now, but you can buy it elsewhere. It's still on Amazon, I believe, and a bunch of other places, but we will have it back very soon. Let's see. Do you do the guessing game? No, if we had done the guessing game, we'd have ended the show. Let's see.
What product do you recommend for someone trying to burn fat and gain major muscle?
Burn fat and gain major muscle?
Yeah.
Well, the two fat burning products we have are Silencer, which are stim-free fat burner, and Double Tap powder. I like the Double Tap powder better, but if you're simple, you just want the capsules, we have the capsules too. Those two together are work great together and burn fat together, because one works with stims, one works without stims, and they are great to stack. And then you said gain muscle at the same time?
Gain major muscle.
Major muscle. Natural anabolic stack. Halo, Boomstick, and Moab. CBD anytime soon. Would love to have CBD from Redcon One. I would love to make CBD for you, but it's not on the horizon for Redcon One right now. That being said, if and when it is that time comes, I'll be the first person to tell you. Trust me. Are you looking for athletes, and who can I get in contact with? We are not actively looking for athletes right now. That being said, you can always hit up Rude, R-U-D-E, at redcon1.com and let them know you're interested. Nothing wrong with doing that. Difference between breach and the alpha's breach ballistic. So breach ballistic is basically the current breach. In addition to that, we put in some nootropics for brain, for focus, and some caffeine for energy. Now, that product is not available for anybody except for the alpha team. So the reason why that is the case is because we still have breach ballistic for wholesale, for international accounts. It's very popular with international. It was not very popular on the website. It was not very popular with our specialty stores, our brick and mortar, mom and pop brick and mortar, but we kept it anyway for the international guys. And it's much easier to predict and forecast for them, where it was difficult to forecast. And I didn't want to carry a ton of breach ballistic in inventory where my money is stuck in this stuff if it wasn't moving. That being said, Alpha Team's here, and I want to give Alpha Team stuff that we can't get otherwise, and nobody else can get. I want to give them great deals. I want to give them new products. I want to give them early access and new apparel. So what we did was we added it to the site only for the Alpha Team. So if you're an Alpha Team member, you can purchase it today. If you're not an Alpha Team member, you need to become one. And it's $19.99 a month, or what, $250 for the year, I think so. Is that right? No, $200 for the year, right? Yeah, $200 for the year. And you do that by going to the main page of the site. Up in the right-hand corner, you'll see Alpha Team logo. Click that and make a login, and you can purchase your subscription. You will absolutely, without question, save much more than $19.99 a month as long as you are a active, excited, part of Redcon One. You're going to save a tremendous amount of money and have access to great deals that nobody else will.
I need father and son matching apparel in the works.
We need the kids' apparel. You came up with all the wrong ones, remember? Well, you're in charge of Craig. Shit rolls uphill. Craig fucked up. You're in trouble, right?
He's my Doug Beetle.
Oh, Game of Thrones just tweeted, "Let it be fear." You know what that means, right? From Danny said.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, let it be. That was a bad scene. If you're him, right?
Yeah.
And she says it to you, he should have been all
right, let's bang it out.
Yeah,
right.
And you'd be like, okay, you're right.
Yeah, you're
Don't want that.
Sorry.
Here, give me a kiss. Right.
You would chase her for hugs.
Yes. Big Noise, new flavor soon. Eventually, not super soon. Any brand ambassadors around Oklahoma? I'm sure there are, Frank James. I'm sure there are. Anabolic stack impact T levels for TRT. So Boomstick has been shown to raise testosterone. We have a whole video about blood work we did. Everybody did blood work here in the office. And not everybody, but a group of us did. Not me, because I take HRT, so I couldn't do it. But a bunch of people did do blood work before and after several times to show that the elevates testosterone. That's Boomstick. New cookies and cream flavor. Not yet.
We have that for ration.
We do it for ration, yeah.
Sprite did a lot.
I didn't mean to. Yeah, let's see. How do I get it back? There you go. Tango back in stock later next week.
Cheesecake flavored Emery.
We have tried some cheesecake flavored Emery, and it did not work out well. New flavors of Moab, potentially, yes. We need to add some new flavors of everything in the near future. Now that we are actually, we have possession of the new big warehouse, we have a lot of excess room. They're building the racks at the end of the month. So once the racks are built and we move everything over there from all the warehouses, we're going to have a lot of extra room.
That's going to be weird.
It's going to be weird.
It all under one roof.
It is going to be very weird. How much silencer can you take in one day? I strongly suggest you take 2 doses. One in the morning when you get going, and then one at night before bed. It will not keep you awake because it's not a stims at all.
8 tablets.
Yes. Do you recommend testosterone when trying to shed excess belly fat? Yeah, testosterone is always good. You want to make sure that your levels are always optimal because low testosterone will definitely, especially low testosterone and high estrogen, will allow your body or will suggest to the body to hold estrogenic body fat around your belly and your hips, your butt. So having lower estrogen and higher testosterone is good. Any ideas on the med kit price yet? So the old med kit price was $69.99, right? Mm-hmm. I believe you're looking at somewhere around $50 for the new med kit. I'm not 100% sure, but that's where I think we're going to be doing it. Is the H2O bottle still on the site? Yeah, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's still on the site. I'm an Alpha member from Texas. Sweet Tea Total War would be awesome.
I think that was one of the flavors we
one of the new ones.
Really fucking good.
Yeah, I think that's one of the new ones. Guys, I have to run. We've done 51 minutes here. I need to I need to do our game here. So let me just see how many people are on YouTube right now. If we're anywhere near good. YouTube, no. Oh, there's a bunch of questions on YouTube. Let's see. I answer all of those. No spoilers. Antoine was watching. Bodybuilding.com was watching. That's cool. All right, let's do our game. Our guessing game here. All right. I am now writing with my fancy pen. Fancy pen. Oh, it needs new ink. That's why you're.
Oh, okay. So that's not me. I thought it was just unrefined.
No, it's definitely running out of ink. All right, there's the number. I had to write it over and over again. But there's the number. So, guys, you guys need to guess, and whoever guesses this thing first right wins the fudge brownie Emery. I was focusing on this fudge brownie Emery, the big one, the new one, and then anybody on Facebook, all you have to do is hit the share and like button. By hitting the share and like button, you're automatically entered. Okay, there we go. Break it. I don't replace it. Are you watching?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's see here. How many do I have left in this thing? Is this the right one? This doesn't look right. Oh, crap. Maybe this is not going to work. No, definitely not. I got to order more. Okay, anybody? No. Nothing? So that's why it's good we have a little extra time this time. I'm surprised I don't have that. All right.
So, it's very cold in here.
It is very cold in here. It's 64 degrees. This is colder than usual. Are you impressed how cold it is?
I am very impressed that my fingers are actually cold.
Huh. No, it's definitely low. Gentlemen, ladies, come on.
Come on, we gotta go.
I can't believe you guys. I got stuff to do. I got people to see. I gotta run. I gotta eat. All right. Matt Stefani usually wins. You got Poro, who's won a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I'm looking for somebody new to win. I'm going to give it to whoever gets it. Sedated won one before, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's the name I remember.
I remember Sedated.
So I always say this to you guys, and it seems like nobody ever listens. Wouldn't it be smart to watch the other numbers people are guessing and then guess the numbers based on that? So you know, like if they have already guessed it, don't guess the same number again. Wouldn't that make sense?
Maybe they're not watching.
I will be watching. Maybe you can't watch and do it at the same time. Like I think Matt Stefani has guessed 54 more than
there you go.
Oh, there you go. Isaac, you win 69. Isaac Kloss. You are the winner. The damn winner.
Fucking winner.
Okay, so Isaac, what you need to do is immediately DM. Should he DM you? How do you think is the best thing? Or DM email. The best thing is to email Isaac Eduardo@redcon1.com. Eduardo@redcon1.com. Show him your license, your address, so that he can send out the MRE, big MRE fudge for you. That's how you do it.
I'll send you my big fudge.
It's gonna fudge you up. All right, guys, that is it. Thank you so much. Number 69. I hope you enjoyed our Wednesday edition of the Readiness Report. We will be back, not this Saturday coming up, but the following Saturday. We'll be back in town and back to our normal scheduled time. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Peace out. Bye.
Have the best day ever, guys.
Next Saturday will be interesting because she'll be on Spockation.
Oh, yeah. It'll be interesting.
Maybe we do it from her house.
Yeah.
Play the shooting